Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A massive fire sparks numerous explosions overnight in Clinton Township, sending debris flying all across Clinton Township and killing a 19-year-old man. At this hour, as you can see live from Drone 4 here, crews have now gotten this fire under control. Still some hot spots, though, there. Now a lengthy investigation begins into how this happened and if it could have been avoided. Good to have you with us here at noon, everybody. I'm Jason Colthorpe. Let's get you caught up on the chain of events here. Clinton Township Fire Chief Tim Duncan saying the department started getting reports about these explosions before 9 p.m. last night. Crews battled the fire and the explosions for hours as best they could to get as close as they could without endangering themselves. They were finally able to get it under control around 3 this morning. Then at 8 o'clock this morning, authorities confirmed that 19-year-old was killed by a flying piece of metal that hit him in the head. They also said a firefighter was slightly hurt by some debris. Rod Maloney covering this story for us today. And Rod, leaders did not hesitate to point some fingers today.
No, they say that right now they are questioning the owners of, it's called the GU Select Distributors here, marijuana facility or marijuana supply facility. They say there have been no arrests, but they are questioning them because they said there was no doubt there was illegal stuff in the building, nitrous oxide containers and the like. But here's the thing, when you say debris or even a little shrapnel, you think, okay, it comes and goes. This was a sustained and constant problem. And I'm going to take you on a little tour. Take a look. These are the pieces of shrapnel of the canisters, the nitrous oxide canisters that blew from the building. But then take a look over here. There is a knife. They had all kinds of knives in there, and those went flying as well. And as you look around, all of those little items that you see on the ground are containers that exploded. And that is what we saw in the video from the people who were standing out here last night watching this unbelievable conflagration. The continual explosion sounded like a 4th of July grand finale, but this was the real thing, and Fire Chief Tim Duncan says his firefighters realized immediately they had something incredibly dangerous and deadly before they ever got to the scene.
When you first get to the scene and you realize the enormity of it and just your vehicle a mile or two away shaking as you're approaching the scene, you're like, what are we getting ourselves into?
But they had no idea until they got there the flying shrapnel was beyond anything they could handle.
We made the decision early on, we have to back out. There is no way we can put somebody this close to the scene. Even when we're at a distance, these things are flying over a quarter mile away, debris filled probably over a half mile in every direction.
The problem for everyone was the hundreds of flammable containers inside, recently delivered and clearly not legal to go into the retail GU marijuana supply storefront the city approved and inspected back in 2022. So many stood with their cell phone cameras recording this incredible scene, not knowing the danger. And a 19-year-old lost his life just wondering what was going on.
If it hits you in the chest, hits you in the face, it's going to kill you. And unfortunately, this 19-year-old who was virtually at least a quarter of a mile away from the actual building, one of the projectiles did hit him in the head, and he did make it to the hospital alive, but he succumbed to his injuries around 4 a.m. this morning.
That young man was at a car wash watching this. Another firefighter ended up injured. He was sitting in a vehicle and a piece of shrapnel pierced the windshield, hit him in the head. He was treated and released. Inside the store was a laundry list of flammables and explosives, nitrous oxide, lighter fluid, butane. The fire department saying that if you find shrapnel like you see here on the ground, that you should call the city and have them come and collect it. Don't pick it up, they say. They advise also to check your roof if you live in the area to make certain that your roof is sound. If you have any more serious damage, the city wants to know about it. If you find shrapnel like this in front of your house, they say they want you to call City Hall and they will come and get it. Just an incredible scene out here, and sad as it was that that young man died and one firefighter was hurt, it is quite clear that there could have been far more injuries out here that were avoided, and it just leaves you shaking your head. Jason, back to you.
That's incredibly accurate, Rod, just simply because we saw what some of those can do, and last night we saw one of them take out a fence We appreciate it, Rod. We'll hear more from Rod coming up throughout the day on Local 4. We also have a full timeline and details on everything we know about this fire and all these explosions, along with stunning video and photos. You can find all of it on the Click on Detroit homepage right now. Jury selection is underway in the trial of the father of the Oxford High School shooter, James Crumley, facing 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. That's what his wife Jennifer was convicted of last month. Sean Lay's in the courthouse for the jury selection process today. Sean, what have you seen?
Well, we've been inside the courtroom here. Same courtroom, same judge since 8:30 this morning. This has been a very slow go here this morning, but it's a very important part of the process of selecting a jury. So here's what we know right now. 308 people called into the jury pool to the courthouse here today. They're in a separate wing of the court's building, and they are filling out a juror questionnaire about how much they know about the case, their thoughts on policing, their thoughts on parenting, things of that nature. And then 100 potential jurors at a time will be called up to courtroom 2C, Judge Cheryl Matthews' courtroom, and Judge Matthews will be able to ask potential jurors questions. Prosecutors will be able to ask the potential jurors questions, along with Mariel Lehman, the attorney for James Crumley. Now, we've only seen James Crumley in the courtroom twice today. Those jurors have not yet been called up into the jury box for questioning. We believe that's going to happen sometime after lunch. But Crumley has been in. He is wearing a gray suit. He's also wearing headphones to aid in his hearing. We've only seen him the last 2 years in court, coming to and from for various exams and hearings, wearing orange Oakland County Jail jumpsuits. Now, his case is identical to his wife's, Jennifer Crumley, again facing 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Prosecutors alleging the very same crimes here, that he either ignored his son's cries for help or didn't do enough to help him, or also bought him the handgun that was used and did not secure that handgun that was used. So very similar case here, but a very slow start. We're back at 12:30 on Local 4 Plus, breaking down a few more elements here, Jason. But once we get it back upstairs, we expect jury selection to be well underway. Back to you.
Yeah, all right, Sean. And as soon as the trial does start, speaking of Local 4 Plus, that's right where you can watch it all play out live, including testimony, along with recaps and updates from our legal experts. Well, if we're talking about how the forecast plays out, it seems like another day, another record broken, Ashley, and not just broken, shattered.
Yeah, yesterday hitting 74, which smashed the record of 69 degrees. And we've had a few of those days. We'll recap that in a moment. But if you were out and about a little later this morning, you likely saw quite a lightning show as we had several lightning strikes push through southeastern Michigan with this line that's ahead of the cold front. Now mainly cloudy skies, but we do still have that little blip down south of the state line that could bring a few showers in our southern counties. We're holding on to low 60s from Detroit off towards Adrian, but you see that blue colder air mass building in across lower Michigan. So for our friends out in Livingston County, 46 in Howell, and then 58 in Jackson. So the colder air has not quite sunk as far south as Jackson quite yet. But on Exact Track 4D, Bowling Green to Toledo, some heavier showers that have a northeasterly motion. So I do think that could possibly clip the far southeastern part of Monroe County. Otherwise, 55 in the city, 46 in Howell, 44 in Lapeer, 61 in Monroe. And throughout the rest of the afternoon, those temperatures will continue to slide through the 50s with some just very isolated spotty rain chances. Otherwise, just pretty much cloudy skies. We'll talk about our next chance for rain, how that weekend's shaping up in just a few minutes.
All right, sounds good, Ashley. State health officials pushing Michiganders to make sure they are up to date on their measles vaccination. It comes after 3 cases were confirmed in Metro Detroit, 1 in Oakland County, 1 in Wayne County, and 1 in Washtenaw County. To get the vaccine, call your primary care doctor. And if you have symptoms of measles, doctors saying do not go to the doctor's office or emergency room unless you have called ahead so they can take precautions. A state representative wants to censure House Speaker Joe Tate because of legislative racism. Republican Steve Carra argues there is racial discrimination within the proposed state budget. Speaker Tate hasn't commented on this yet. The censure is unlikely to pass since Democrats hold the majority in the state house. Much more to come here on a Tuesday, including changes coming to how companies charge late fees on credit cards.